Well, hello, Supernatural Writer. I represent the fandom at large, and we are here to ask you, no, to demand things that must be done in season 11. Okay, the first thing on the list is that we need the boys to really consider their friendship and codependency on each other. Because, seriously, I mean, since season 5, it's been lying to each other. It's been going behind each other's backs. It's been, you know what? I'm not even gonna go into it because it's so fucking annoying. Who here who's seen Supernatural any of the seasons knows what this is about? Seriously? Then you can change that?
Absolutely, we can do that perfectly fine.
Okay, good. Next one is, and we want the noble, loving Dean back, along with selfless, smart Sam and the devoted, kind Cass. The way they used to be, though. We want the show to go back to its roots, but not too far to its roots, where it actually seems like it's not completely, completely not supernatural anymore.
Definitely, I totally agree. We can do that.
Oh, this is going a lot better than I expected. And can we revisit the Archangels and Are Those Juicy Mentos?
We can do all of that, and we'll introduce a new villain.
Okay, that's not what I asked for, but okay, I trust you to do it good. But we need more of Cass and Dean worried about each other. The last interaction we had of them was, well, being Cass' bloody Pope, and then they never really touched on it again. Also, pansexual orgies. But for some reason that we need that. We need more about the ambiguously bisexuality of Dean, more of and of Cass, not exactly romantic relationship, but more depth into their emotional states, along with more modern characters, because you keep killing them off over and over again.
Completely agree. We can do every single one of those.
Oh, okay. Broadcasting the blankets?
Done.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Form and Void, or as I like to call it, Baby Stealer. Baby Steal Souls. Why does that sound like I've heard it somewhere before? This episode of Supernatural it's a callback to a bunch of stuff. Callback to season 8, season 10, pretty much everything that's ever gone between the Winchesters is called back in this episode, the last episode. Maybe to show that this might be the last season, or maybe to show that the Winchesters are going to learn from their mistakes. As in, because I've had to give you the summary, of the latest episode, which what I didn't tell you was the fact that Dean and Sam haven't lied to each other yet. Like, Sam gets infected, though I should say they haven't lied to each other in the way they normally do. Like, Sam lies to Dean, but the way he does it is on the fact that he knows that if he tells Dean the truth that he's been infected, Dean will disregard saving Jenna, the baby, Cass, everything else, just to save Sam, which he realizes has become a problem, so he doesn't tell him, and just, like, cleans up his own mess, which actually brings out a piece of Sam, because we get to see Sam as the guy he is, the take-ass, badass, who's the smarter of the two. I mean, yeah, Dean's a genius, but come on, we all know Sam's the brains.
That is true. I will say.
So, this is much needed because, let's be honest, season 10 was a Dean season. Purely Dean. With a little bit of Cass. And Kane. And maybe Crowley. But mostly Dean. Well, let's get into the episode. So, it starts off in the town that Sam's been infected in. And he uses what I must say is kind of an innovative thing. I mean, I'm sure people use it in zombie movies more. This is exactly what the infected is. They just don't say it. Just not using the Z word. he uses a recording of something which I can't remember. Someone get back to me on that. A recording of something to lure one of the infectees out, then asks if they're infected, and when they actually reply, he electrocutes them with. I can't describe it, but I do know it's basically a bunch of barriers put together to make an electric charge enough to knock you out. And the way this ends is that Sam cures himself with holy fire. Now, I'm getting into the brilliance of this with the demon trials. Because you remember the demon trials, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the thing about the demon trials is, and feel free to jump in at any time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The thing about demon trials is, like, the way you cure a demon is by giving it the purified blood of what it used to be. And now think about how holy fire works. Demons are basically dismembered humans, like disfigured humans, and holy fire is only explicitly used to harm demons and angels, yet when it's put near humans, they seem to be unharmed, like the holy fire glasses in this episode, which makes you believe that holy fire is meant to purify humans themselves. It's not meant for angels to use, it's not meant for demons to use, it was meant intentionally for humans to use, to purify them against demonic attacks, against everything that was unholy in God's land, which is why I guess they seemingly have a lot of access to it now, and why angels don't seem to have that much access to it anymore. You really agree with that?
Yeah, no, I actually do. Like, I think it's kind of interesting how like the holy fire, like it
angels.
It kills angels and it can kill demons too, correct?
No, it really really hurts them and enough to make them want to leave their vessel.
It's kind of interesting how it works that way though, because it does get rid of like it does cure Sam and all that, and it just gets rid of the evil in him, and it's kind of weird how it also harms angels.
Well, I think it's because like the holy fire may be working for like a soul, which is why it hurts. Which is why it's killing angels who don't have a soul, and it's hurting demons who are just pure soul.
Right, because it's purifying the soul, and angels technically don't have one. They have grace. Which
oh my gosh, which actually may be falling into the thing about how God and the Bible works, how like His very presence eliminates sin. Therefore, something that's holy and made of fire would purify that sin. I just realized how much Supernatural is a fan fiction in the Bible.
It is a complete fan fiction of the Bible.
And I love it so much.
It's so entertaining.
But also, let's get into one of the things I like best about this episode. A Reaper comes in the hospital and sings, "Oh, Death," which we all remember. We all remember how badass that was, but it's not Death. I was hoping so bad it was Death. It is a female Reaper named Billy. Think of that what you will. She basically tells Sam that now that the reason why Sam and Dean kept getting freebies from Death was because Death let them live. He knew all about it, but he considered it funny apparently. But now that he's gone, there will be no more freebies, and Death means death, which means basically the Reaper's telling Sam and the audience that Death is no longer chief of the Winchesters, and next time they die, it's forever.
So I'm going to interject on you, if that's all right.
That's fine.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, if this really is the last season, because Jensen Ackles, I don't know if you remember, like, he talks about how he wants the season to end bloody. And the Winchesters, this is it. Like, they die, they're done. So it makes you wonder if this truly is the last season.
Maybe.
It could be a good ending.
Though I have concerning the fact that concerning its views, it's highly unlikely because I know that the Supernatural has a permanent spot on the CW roster as long as it keeps getting views.
Hopefully, it does keep going though. Hopefully.
Yeah, but let's not replace long length. I mean, quantity with long length. I mean, like it can get bad. If it gets bad, then it should end.
Oh, but there's some fans that would just watch it if it was just Castiel eating a bowl of cereal. I'm not one of them, but, you know.
You are definitely right.
They are there.
I wouldn't watch it for him eating the bowl of cereal. I would watch it for him trying to eat the bowl of cereal, but the bowl of cereal gains sentience and tries to kill him for trying to eat it.
Welcome to Supernatural.
We are crazy.
Welcome to the Phantom.
But anyway, so like it's a much needed reprisal. It's it's part of the reason why or part of the ways how it's bringing Supernatural back to its root, because really, do we actually care anymore? Really? I mean, like, we care about the emotional weight. We care about, like, the actual storyline. But do we actually care about whether or not they'll survive? Because we know they'll survive. Because even if they don't, like, it's like, Cass is dead. Oh, don't worry. He'll be back in about 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey, he's back. Oh, Dean's dead. Give it a few minutes. He'll be back. Well, it's a demon, but he's still back.
It was an eye-opener, right? Come on, I had to fit that in at some point.
Okay.
It always has to be someone that dies in the season, though. Like, it's always someone.
Which kind of makes you wonder why Caroline.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but maybe I'll make another video with that. But the point is that the Reaper is basically a mouthpiece for the writers to tell us that things are changing, because she doesn't, the way she threatens it is a bit absolute. Because the thing about it is that Supernatural world apparently has a cessation to existence called the Void, where when they die, Sam and Dean will not go to heaven, hell, no purgatory, because the Reapers will slip up and accidentally throw them into the Void, and nothing comes back from that.
You did bring up a good point, though, before we did this, about how, I mean, they can't just take your soul. You have to agree to it.
Yeah, which makes me wonder how that's going to work, because, I mean, while they know they'll probably go insane, I doubt they readily go into oblivion.
No, I mean, the Winchesters can be kind of dumb at certain points, but I don't think they're that dumb.
Yeah, I know they're not that dumb, but, like, we're talking about Supernatural writers. They can tend to make them that dumb.
Oh, you don't want to take on our fandom, though. I don't care if you're the writer. We'll take you down.
I'm not having you on this. Okay, let's get in the cast of the storyline. In the last episode, he was captured by what appeared to be rogue angels, but are actually, well, regular angels. Because they're dicks. Seriously. Since this, I'm guessing no, this is what I think happens. Alright. Okay, so, Abner. Where's Abner? Abner? Oh, he's dead. Okay, you stupid ass kind of whole douchebag. You replace Abner. Gazriel? Oh, wait, no, he's in prison. Never mind. He's a good angel. Metatron. Wait, no, he's bad. He's fine. Let's see here. Uriel. Where's Uriel? Okay, you're the guy who's studying smart and not asking no douchebag. You be his partner and you stupidly torture Castiel, and because that will always end well. And also you be his girlfriend in front of him. Yeah, like that'll be hilarious. You totally won't die.
He's totally helpless. I mean, he never like kicks anyone's ass or anything like that. No.
And I can't believe they're fucking idiots.
Like seriously, like you've seen Cass get angry. He's like the Hulk. You don't want to piss him off. He'll kill you.
No, what I will mention is that also I'm not going to name the angels. I do know their names, but I refuse to actually say them. The one who's slightly smarter than the other one is actually visibly scared when Cass is actually breaking his bonds, because he knows that pissed off Cass ain't good. Cass gets pissed, no one leaving alive, which is what happens. And oh my gosh, I gotta say this is a brand new record, because Hannah became my favorite female angel, which isn't saying much because there are only 5 female angels I know about, and 3 which are dicks. But anyway, she became my favorite angel in this episode. And they just killed her off in that exact same episode. I thought they predicted my own feelings. Okay, that's kind of ridiculous, but you get the point. It's like, what makes it more heartbreaking is because they make it at first seem like she's a dick, but she's not. Because she's just doing what she thinks is best to get Metatron back, and she's actually visibly concerned that Cassie's being tortured and tries to stop him, and that's what sets him up in his rage and gets her killed. So yeah.
She definitely does care about Cass, but she will go to a certain extent to find Metatron, like you said. I mean, she has her priorities straight, but she also knows the limit.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more like, not less, I'm not entirely sure it was a part of the shred thing, because part of the shred thing, she wouldn't have stopped him from torturing Castiel. It was more of, like a necessity, because Metatron knows basically everything there is to know about the universe, and he can't be roaming around free, even if he is human, so they need to get him back as soon as possible. So there could be more about that. This makes me wonder about something that, probably about next episode. If it isn't, I'll mention it there. Alright, so getting into the Dean storyline, which I must say, these storylines actually interlap very fluidly, is what the word I want to use. Fluidly. I don't know if it kind of feels like a video I would do, which might seem kind of weird to me, considering some people say like it actually be a writer for Supernatural. Anyway, so Dean is going to Cass, and then he has to go back to Jenna because apparently the baby is Satan. Yes, because apparently Satan will take interest in newborn babies. It's
adorable.
Yes, like, okay, things for vessels. Adolf Hitler? No, his mustache is too stupid. Mitt Romney? No, he's too uplifting. Let's see here. Oh wait, a newborn baby? Oh my gosh, I must get on the market right now. Yeah, it's you're like seriously, like, okay, you're strict Catholic, but your reasoning is stupid. But what were you gonna say?
Well, I just want to say, like, I think it's really refreshing to have like a female villain because she is gonna last more than just maybe a couple episodes.
And there's actually some brilliance in that because like when you really think about it, it's like God is a male, his anti-God is a female.
Are you trying to say something?
No, not that, not that. No, it's not in that way. I mean like for instance, the fact that like that they're polar opposites, like they're like one gender on equal side. I mean like
they're complete opposites, completely.
Yeah, like
I like that.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but
I was gonna say we are videotaping, but I will do this.
No, good on you. If I'm accidentally being sexist, just call me out of it. But so he comes back and they call the priest, and the priest is none other than Crowley. Why is he a priest? Because apparently some nuns owe him a favor, and some priests are doing some ungodly things that allow him to keep track of his demon assets and what's we're looking for? Get better ones. Like Amira, who is shown to be able to eat souls in this. And what makes this especially good is the fact that this show actually scared me for the first time ever. I'm not really so scared. Typically, if you try to scare me, I will laugh at it. But I'm not joking, I will laugh. And like they on screen showed her morph from a baby, from like a toddler, to I think an 8-year-old girl, which is actually more disturbing than you think it would be. Though they try to be creepy with the feed me thing, but that wasn't that scary at all. That was actually just genuinely funny. No, seriously, she just threw like building blocks at like a wall into the drywall and just that said spell feed me. And like my baby did that's like, oh okay, I get you your food. What parent would not want their baby to have that kind of way to communicate? But drywall is expensive, so they had to panic. So, and let's see here. Oh yes, Crowley is a pedophile towards Dean. And as soon as Dean walks through the door, he just goes into straight molester priest mode. He just calls Dean the scrumptious little choir boy. It's
just completely weird and.
It's not weird. It's hilarious.
It's just you're just like, of course, Crowley, you got to be more inappropriate.
And like maybe some people don't like Crowley being back into the evil thing. And I'm like thinking, yeah, guess what? Too bad. This is the Crowley I missed. This is the Crowley that a lot of people have missed. This is the Crowley that we fell in love with in season 6. We fell in love in season 8. This is the Crowley that's all about business. Will But numero uno, he is back. He is eagle, and I love it.
I mean, it was okay to explore that kind of slightly emotional part of Crowley, but it's nice to kind of go back to the roots of Crowley, where he is, like you said, businessman. It's all business, and he's just a complete.
And if I'm gonna be honest, the entire thing was kind of stupid because it was merely there to allow Romina to convincingly manipulate him.
The old Crowley would not fall for that, and it's nice to have him
back. I find it hard to believe that even a human emotionally induced Crowley could even fall for that.
Well, he knows his mom's a bitch, so I don't understand why he.
Exactly.
You know, it's just like, you know this. You know this. She sold you for, what was it again? Was it
3 pigs.
3 pigs. See, wasn't he worth
5. She tried to sell him for 3 pigs. He was an attractive child. He could juggle. He's worth 5 pigs at least.
How rude. He should know this.
And then she abandoned him, even though she could have sent for him. But wait, I know the entire reason why. There is only one possible logical explanation. It's the best reason ever. The plot! The plot demands it!
Okay. Sometimes you have to do that for the plot.
Yes. Okay. Now let's get into Amira, the main focus of this. She is... What's I'm looking for? She's like the new Lilith.
Except, she's almost more terrifying because she doesn't really have a vendetta. She doesn't have anything she's really necessarily going towards at the moment. Well, the thing about, the way I'm taking it from the past 2 episodes, that darkness is not actually evil. What is actually evil is what follows her. I don't think she knows about the infected. I don't think she did that on purpose. Though she's... Wait, no, never mind. That's not right. She does know about it because she protected Dean from it. But I think is that she's not inherently evil. She's just like, she needs to eat. She's in a brand new world. She's like, the darkness doesn't necessarily mean evil, because good is not kind, dark is not evil is not mean. And you can't blame her for eating souls. I mean, I don't think she even knows what a waffle maker is. So I mean, it's probably really difficult for her.
What the fuck's that doing anything?
What? It doesn't. No, she's eating souls.
I don't know, but what's the waffle have to do? Oh.
See? You don't get it?
No.
She doesn't eat regular food because she doesn't even know what any of this is. All of this is new to her completely.
I'm totally lost.
Just continue.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
But if I'm gonna say one thing I liked about her right off the bat, it's the Ancient Force thing. I'm a sucker for that. The Leviathans got it for me. I will say they fucking sucked, but I will also say that when they were introduced, I'm like, okay, this is actually interesting. This is very good. I mean, Lucifer, ancient evil? No, not really. He's not that ancient. Darkness is predating creation, predating even God. I love getting to Lovecraftian tropes. It's, I don't know, just something that just feels so unique to me. And bonus points for the fact that she's ginger. A certain doctor would be very jealous. Good for you. Now, what did you think about this episode?
I really liked it. I was kind of worried when the first episode it was a baby, because I was like, how are they going to make this work? I wasn't quite sure how this would plan out, and they did it really well. And the cool thing about the darkness is, like you said, it is kind of like Lilith, and like we also said, she has no agenda, but that's almost what makes her more terrifying, is she doesn't really have a reason. And this does follow her, and random bad things follow her, and that's going to be definitely interesting.
Which also makes me come to a point that I almost forgot. The fact that that the infected are on a much more violent tone break. And a lot of other stuff that's happened is a lot more like other villains. Like I said, Lilith, she's a lot like Azazel at some points, with the how Shiri can be sometimes. And she's actually like a composite of all demonic qualities of the villains. And even there's even some thoughts about, I even have some thoughts about this, where the reason why that the darkness was molded. Earth was molded from the darkness, which is why when you're soulless you get more violent, because even your own flesh is turning against you. So everything about the universe is it's just everything's trying to kill you. So it was explaining why there's so many reoccurring themes in season 11, because she's the precursor of them all. She's She was what inspired them all. So, which if they're doing it deliberately, that's brilliant. Accidentally, you're gonna piss me off. Overall, I say this is a pretty solid episode. Not groundbreaking at all, but it's
a developer.
Yeah, it's like early Supernatural, and that's a good thing. I mean, like I'm pretty sure some of us were doubtful when they said that the season 11 would be like early seasons because all the angst, all the emotion, all the bullshit, all the lying.
There was a lot of hunting.
Yeah.
More hunting.
Well, season 10 had like season 1 type hunting.
Yeah, which was kind of nice though. It was nice to get back to the roots of that. I think a lot of people miss the hunting.
Yeah, no, not a lot of people. I heard a lot of people complaining about it.
Really?
Yeah. But overall, this episode was very solid. I don't know the writer's name now off the top of my head, but I do know that he is officially one of my favorite writers of Supernatural. And you, my friend, deserve a medal. If I still gave out medals on the show, I definitely would. The best I can give you is 4 thumbs up. Now, what did you guys think about this episode? I'm curious of what you think about it, because at the end of the day, this review is about getting my opinion out and letting you share your opinion with me. And whatever you thought, I want you to comment below and let me know. And if you like this video, just destroy that like button and hit that subscribe button. Peace.